baby.
Hi.
What you doing? Doing some of that engineer stuff you like to do?
Well, yeah, might be lifing, for sure.
You talking about Marquez?
Most definitely.
Man, I think we did a good job hosting our party. What you think?
You think we did what?
So you ain't like it?
Man.
It was a lot.
First of all, the entrance was weird as hell.
I tried to let it go when the whole little toast thing, and he just kept going on, and all the other guys was like, hey, okay, hurry up, boom, 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 boom.
He didn't come in making a toast to the kids.
Yeah,
he came in telling all the guys to stand up.
And I'm like, dude, it was supposed to be a day where we were celebrating the kids.
Focusing on the kids?
Wasn't supposed to be no drama.
They said Xavier was out there giving him the business.
Zaya left and ran in the house. Like, she didn't even want to be involved.
But I got ready to do her hair the next day, and she was like, he is no longer Dad's man. He's Marquez or him. And I was
That's sad, dude.
You was here this entire weekend and didn't see him.
Didn't see him the whole time.
After the barbecue.
Didn't see him.
Didn't see them at all. Didn't even try to come see them. I hope the kids' relationship with their dad can be repaired.
I think in order for the kids to move forward, it's him holding himself accountable and apologizing for, creating these situations. Well, man, listen, you good?
I'm good.
I'm good. You happy?
I'm happy.
Well, I'm happy. You ready to get married again?
Eventually.
You ready?
Sort of, kind of, something like that.
Golly, man, you ain't supposed to have no doubt.
So I'm hesitant to talk about marriage with Ken. It's not necessarily Ken, it's the being married part. I'm excited, but I don't want to make another 13-year mistake either. We're gonna need a little more time.
It's rare that I have enemies. It's rare that I fall out with people. If I fall out with somebody, it's because of the other person. It's always been like that, ever.
So you're infallible?
What does that mean?
In a relationship, you're saying it's always the other person, never you.
Damn, man, I know you're an attorney, but dude, when I say make a statement, that mean mostly, okay?
Okay, there we
mostly.
go.
Damn.
I'm just, hey, listen, man, I know another person that's damn near a deity.
Yeah.
At Tricia's party, and Mel comes and sits down and, I'm so disappointed in you. Damn. Right, and she descended upon me and commenced me to damnation. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed in you. My grandmother was, I'm like, hold on. What you're not about to do is go and tell this whole story in this narrative.
Yeah.
And what you're not about to do is do to me what you've done to Martell and what you've done to everybody else. You're not about to project all things that's wrong. Like, to her, you're Satan in the flesh. I'm like, you're not about to make me that. Every person that's cheated in the world, Martell's him. No, I'm not the representation for that. The thing that kind of bothered me about that situation was, Mel, if you were this concerned, you'd have came directly to me.
Yeah.
You want to disparage my character going from person to person to person to person to person.
Did she at least call you?
No.
My conversation for Melody was more around the implications and the insinuations and those kind of things. Why would you even come to that conclusion? She said we weren't gonna talk about it. I was like, huh?
Well, I think that they've learned, right? Especially Mel, Martell. Martell does it a lot too. It's, you don't actually need you don't need proof when an insinuation will do. I've given Mel so much grace over years.
Oh, yeah.
Because I understand that her dream wasn't to be this.
Yeah.
She's famous because of what you've done. Mm-hmm. I understand how important her image is to her. When she was introduced to this world that we're in right now, right? The very first date was called Don't Embarrass Me.
Yeah.
So the fact that she's been embarrassed, she's been hurt and been projecting ever since. I haven't seen Mel in a long time.
Yeah.
Real Mel.
Okay.
Real Mel, right? Not projected to the world Mel, right? Protecting my image Mel.
Yeah.
I'm saying real Mel, the not hurt Mel, the one that has like this bubbly spirit of love and all. I haven't seen that Mel in a long time. What I've seen is, I could use that, tactical Mel. right?
Yeah, she tearing me up with that too. That male killing me. It gets difficult at times. Yep, you in that moment. And yeah.
Did you hear about the open house? Martell's having an open house at one of his properties.
I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be there.
Why would you not?
It's just that whole Martell thing is still just, you know, finding out things afterwards.
What did you find out after?
It's just, okay, so, of course, his intentions, he used the training in the gym as a way to, you know, get to know me.
He was trying to holler. You didn't realize he was hollering when he was in your DMs?
I was like, dude, how did you find me? You know, so it was Fletcher that was trying to get us together.
Okay, so do tell. I didn't know that.
You know, when I met with Martell at the gym, he was like, well, yeah, Fletcher was the one that kept telling me to reach out to you. And I'm like, come again?
I had a moment the other day dealing with Chris Fletcher.
I know, that's my mom's cousin. I know.
Oh. Oh, Chris the one told me about you a long time ago.
Me?
But y'all to be related.
Oh, Lord.
So did he know you were still married? Why he's trying to hook you up with Martell? And that Martell situation is extremely volatile right now.
And it was extremely new.
Yeah.
Because this was like 4 years ago. So it was extremely new. So it was just, I don't know, I guess there's a lot of stuff going through my mind. Like, this is weird as hell. I'm like, I'm getting all this heat for something that didn't happen. And Chris, it's your fault.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be here right now.
Right.
Have you talked to Chris?
I have not. I said, this is...
That's why you don't want to go to that open
I said,
house.
this is crazy and weird and all over the place. It just seemed like you wouldn't, those boundaries you wouldn't cross.
I wonder if him and Martell have even talked about it.
Every time I link up with this girl, she gives me just a little bit more that just kind of floors me.
I want to hear your goals.
My goals is to like really just raise some successful children and
That's a great goal. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. However,
yeah, I know, you're right.
That does not replace what your purpose is and what your calling is. Short-term goals are great. I want to make sure my kids do well this school year. I want to make sure they have the discipline that they need to become great adults. All of those things are good, but we've been working on just you elevating your vision for yourself.
If I take any steps back with my kids in trying to build myself right now, if I do anything extra for myself, I think that they're gonna be missing a lot right now. And it's just a sacrifice that I have to make. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrifice that I know that I was gonna have to make going through the divorce and stuff like that, and just knowing my ex-wife and me knowing me, you know?
Why are those two things have to compete for you? You owe it to them.
Yeah.
To develop yourself.
You're right. Let me stop having excuses. That's what I got. I have excuses.
That's what I got.
Because again, I can do that at 11, 12 o'clock at night in terms of self-development. So let me stop having excuses.
Where your brother? Oh, Barso?
Yeah.
Him and Martell got into it, you know, at that thing. You were there, Chris.
Oh, yes, I know.
You
plan
didn't.
on talking to him, though? Marcel, maybe? Y'all trying to make this thing cordial, at least?
I can see if I was the initiator in terms of all this chaos, and I'm not the initiator, ever, when it comes to any of our beef or whatever.
That sounds like me and Marquez.
Yeah.
We have a conversation, and then when we get away from the conversation, it's something else.
Do you believe it's some stuff that's unresolved?
It gotta be. It's like, I don't have an issue with the guy. The only issue I have with him is the fact that he is unpresent. You keep saying, oh, well, I don't come around because I don't like seeing you. Well, half of the time when I'm not there, I'm on the road, I'm working, and I always tell him, like, bro, you can come by the house anytime you want. Like, hey, if I need to even leave sometimes just to make it a more comfortable situation for you, bro, I'll run up the street, I'll go to the gym, I'll do whatever I need to do.
Kids.
Yeah. For me, he should be making all the effort.
Yeah,
it's his,
you're
those
right.
are his kids.
Yeah.
Right.
He's emotional. He's not really, I don't want to dog the man out, but
Yeah, don't
he's just
dog
not
him
a
out,
man, bro. He's just not a man.
Martell, I know you're kind of quiet. I mean, can you relate to this at all in reference to what he's saying?
You know, Marquez, he could be coming from a place of like hurt, right? You know what I'm talking about? If I was in that situation, I'll be hurting. I wouldn't know how to act. You know what I'm talking about? Especially him not doing good either, not having no money, his kids, can't buy them anything, and I feel that it's fresh. Melody and our divorce took place years ago. We've been separated about 4 years. So somebody say, Martell, do you still love Melody? Be like, no, she'll put me through so much. But I'm lying like a mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I know that for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
Shut up, Maurice.
No, go ahead,
Damn it.
keep going.
You not knowing the amount of love that he has for her still.
Right.
Man, I feel that you gotta respect that. Based on all the information I've received, definitely feel that Ken is causing some type of interruption between Marquez and Trish. I feel that Marquez is still in love with Trish. Ken, I feel that he should remove himself from this picture of this, leave that family alone and see what they gonna do. Allow her to get a divorce on her own. Don't you be that person forcing her to get a divorce.
Chris, how do you remember it happening?
Pretty much what he said. I've seen Trish in the gym working out, yada, yada, yada. I was on the phone with Martell. And he was like, you know, are some women up there? Yeah, there's always women. There's nice looking women here. Hell, she's nice looking. And he was like, well, who is she? I think her name is Trish. Trish, what? I don't know. What she look like? He asked me what she look like, told him what she looked like. And that was pretty much it. I haven't heard anything, had never said anything else to him about her.
Nothing.
None of that.
He ain't know anything.
How y'all saying I hooked it up? I did not explain in no details of, oh, she this and she got these curves and she got these muscles and no, I just said she's a nice looking lady. That was it.
Listening to Chris and Martell try to, you know, explain their story and put the pieces together, come on, it definitely didn't add up. Every time this story comes up, a little bit more information comes out.
Tricia was mad at you a little bit. She said you act like you ain't know her at Stormy House. But how were you supposed to know who she was?
I mean, because we was cool.
Where'd you meet at?
She was cool with my brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely feel like there's some deception in there somewhere. So someone is kind of like holding back on giving the whole truth. It was definitely more intention behind what they were trying to do. It definitely rubbed me the wrong way, but we'll get to the bottom of it.